thing. I went to this finance conference last winter in a big schwanky hotel in Chicago. Now don't get me wrong, I like Chicago, but not in January because it's negative like 100 degrees, and when the wind hits you off the lake, it makes you want to pee your pants. Only the conference hotel, right, had like 3 stalls in the women's restroom. So there were all these women, although not as many women as you would hope, because the world of finance is run by old white guys, as is the world in general, so...
Did you take your Adderall?
I'm out. And anyway, the world is run by old white guys.
Leia.
Don't blame me if I always start talking about the patriarchy, blame the patriarchy for always being up in my business.
The patriarchy apologizes, I'm sure.
Okay. So, at the conference, there were all these women. And during the 10-minute breaks between sessions, we all had to cram into one small bathroom. And mathematically, it's not possible for that many women to get in and pee and get out in 10 minutes. Meaning, whenever the next session started, inevitably half of the women were forced to sneak in late and sit in the back. And that, my friends, is reason number 438,000 for how the man remains in power. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share with your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Getting Layad.
I thought your phone was disconnected. We're going to have to reshoot that tag.
Sorry.
Answer it. Maybe it's Hollywood calling. Have you lost weight?
Hello?
Hello, Leia. It's Dr. Bennett. How are you feeling?
Oh, you know, chugging along.
Is this a good time?
It's okay.
I'm surprised I didn't hear from you sooner. Did you get my messages? We found the donor.
Right, I know. Great news.
You can call Missy and schedule the surgery.
Yes, it's just I still haven't managed to get... I'm trying to decide if I should ask...
Leia, are you there?
Can I have some more time?
We are drifting in a great ocean of space and time. In that ocean, the events that shape the future are working themselves out. There is an idea, strange, haunting, evocative, one of the most exquisite conjectures in science or religion. It is entirely undemonstrated. It may never be proved, but it stirs the blood. There is, we are told, an infinite hierarchy of universes, so that an elementary particle, such as an electron in our universe, would, if penetrated, reveal itself to be an entire closed universe. Within it, organized into the local equivalent of galaxies and smaller structures, are an immense number of other, much tinier elementary particles, which are themselves universes at the next level, and so on, forever. An infinite downward regression, universes within universes, and so on, endlessly, and upwards as well. Our familiar universe of galaxies and stars, planets and people, billions of people, would be a single elementary particle in the next universe up, the first step of another infinite regress.
Okay, you're good to go. Okay, you're good to go. It's recording. Sorry I can't stay. I tried to call and give you a heads up, but your phone isn't working.
I hit the green button to stop, right?
You hit the red button. Do you still have those instructions I typed up for you?
It's like 10 pages long.
I swear, you are willfully ignorant.
Green button. No, red button.
Okay, I've got to go now.
Have you ever thought about getting married?
You mean you and me?
No. Obviously. We've been dating for like 6 weeks.
5.
Exactly. I just meant in general. Taking a survey.
Oh, well, my parents got divorced twice.
Ouch.
So
Sorry.
I just decided, you know, maybe it's dumb, but I just decided I would never get married.
Huh.
You make yourself vulnerable, and then to get hurt like that, I just don't think I could take it.
Well, sometimes if something's important to you, it's worth the risk.
Risking is what got you fired.
Still.
I guess I'm just not the kind of guy who takes risks. Hey, come here. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find another job. Okay, I'm really, really late now. Are you going to be okay?
Green button.
Red button.
Here's the thing. The fashion industry is like schizophrenic when it comes to sizing. I mean, there's women's sizes and there's junior sizes, and they're sort of consistent within themselves, but not always. And if you compare between them, it makes no sense at all. So lately, I've dropped a few pounds, so I need some new clothes. So I went shopping, and I went to the thrift shop, right, on account of being thrifty, and everything is all jumbled together, and there's everything from size 00 to quadruple XL. And I want to know, why do guys get an objective measurement, like 32-30 pants or a 16 collar, real numbers in inches, and girls get subjective sizes, a judgment on what the numbers mean? I mean, it's bad enough if you already know your size, but to have to get new stuff if you have lost weight. Neil, I am just not feeling this one. Okay, so just delete it. I'm gonna hit the red button. Okay, cool. Bye.
Heads.
Heads. Heads. Heads. Heads.
In the 1970s, quantum physics took the idea of hierarchical universes a step further. Perhaps, noted physicists, there are universes outside of universes, a multiplex of worlds in which all possible histories, all conceivable futures are real. Recent scientists have gone further still. In 2006, a physicist named Dennis Deeks proposed a hyperplane of simultaneity, an ever-changing present in which all things occur at the same time. Is it possible that time is panoptic, that it wraps itself around us not in a linear fashion, but rather like an ocean wave, moments upon moments washing over us, creating a totality that informs our most vital, life-altering decisions? Of course, I can't tell you what I think of this because I died in 1996. But you must admit, it is a provocative concept.
Tails.
Hey, did you know the odds?
Hey, did you know that the odds of flipping a coin and getting tails 20 times in a row is 1 in a million?
Why not heads?
Well, I don't know, does it matter?
Well, you always hear heads or tails. Heads is first.
Well, okay, then getting heads 20 times in a row.
It says tails.
Well, I didn't write it.
What else?
What else what?
What else is 1 in a million?
Oh, okay, here we go. Name 3 famous people.
Carrie Fisher, Carl Sagan, and Audre Lorde.
Who's Audre Lorde?
Audre Lorde was a Caribbean-American writer and civil rights activist.
You probably know some of her quotes.
We must be the change we wish to see in the world.
That's Gandhi.
It's commonly misattributed.
I saw it on a bumper sticker.
It's not our differences that divide us. It's our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate our differences.
Well, okay, but I'm pretty sure that first one is Gandhi.
She had cancer for like 14 years, and finally she died from it.
Hang on. It's my boss. Sorry, Lele.
Do you think dying hurts?
So anyway, if you go on Wikipedia and you click on random article, there's a 1 in a million chance that you'll get Carrie or Carl or what's her name? What'd you say?
Carl Sagan died from myelodysplasia. It's a rare blood disorder.
Are you going to tell me that Carrie Fisher died?
No, duh. But she did have electric shock therapy.
You mean like in Cuckoo's Nest?
Yeah, for severe depression, the uber debilitating kind that lasts for years.
Well, you're a bundle of laughs today. Have you ever considered that maybe if you were more of a positive person, your boss would have...
I'm positive. I make jokes.
Inappropriate ones.
They're not inappropriate.
I'm just saying, maybe if you'd kept a lower profile.
I have things I want to say.
But are you sure people want to hear them? Huh. I just Wikipedia'd random article.
What'd you get?
Gandhi.
When people say,
When people say 1 in a million, how realistic do you think that is?
Well, realistic doesn't really apply. I mean, a million is a million, and 1 in a million, that's just a percentage, like 12 in a million, or 832, or 46.
Right. Okay, but then what is a million, like, in terms that humans can grasp?
Why do you think I would know?
You always know. Some article or something.
Oh, okay. Well, I did read about this elementary school teacher who was doing a unit on the Holocaust.
Jesus, in elementary school?
So she asked her students to collect 6 million paper clips, one for every Jew who was killed.
I didn't say 6 million, I said 1 million.
See, that's my point. After they cleared out every office supply store in the area, they still only had 1 million paper clips. So they put them in these little boxes and lined them up end to end. The line stretched 3 miles.
The big paper clips?
Small ones.
Dang.
that can go on the east wall. That can go on the east wall by the watercolor of the sailboat.
Hey, Sharon. Sorry I'm late. Where do you want it?
Leia, I tried to call you.
What's the matter?
You can't be in the show.
What? Why not?
Well, for starters, it's an employee exhibit.
Well, I was an employee when I applied.
And also, the powers to be got wind of your display.
Well, they can't just shut me down. That's censorship.
Leia, this art is on public display.
So? Look, I'm not trying to make the company look bad, per se. I am just pointing out facts. They pay the team leaders 82 cents the female team leaders 82 cents compared to the guys.
Duties vary from person to person.
But it's the same job title.
They said your data is flawed.
It's not flawed. Look, I explained it all on a placard, which you should put up next to the painting, which you should put up on the wall.
I'm not saying you're wrong. But look, what good could this possibly do? One painting won't change anything.
So what are we all supposed to do? Just sit back and take our 82 cents and not say anything?
I can't afford to make waves.
Come on, you know I'm right.
I need my 82 cents.
Thank you for seeing me.
Thank you for seeing me. I'm sure you're very busy running the hospital.
Well, I don't normally see the man off the street, or the woman, as the case may be, but I have to admit, I'm a fan.
Really? Gosh, I only have about 300 subscribers. Mostly in Japan. Who would have thought?
My wife showed me your video on pap smears. That stuff is gold. Just wait until she hears that I got laid.
Yes, well, tell your friend.
So what can I do for you?
Dr. Bennett, my doctor, she mentioned that I might need surgery. Maybe. I'm waiting to hear back on some things.
I see.
And I don't have insurance. So I was wondering if the hospital has any policies on no-cost services.
Hospitals don't do that. Donate surgery.
Well, I know, but it's a Catholic hospital, so I thought
You
maybe.
must realize that medicine is a business. Even at a faith-affiliated hospital, we must maintain a positive balance in order to keep the doors open.
Well, of course I understand that.
I don't mean to sound mercenary.
Do you know of any churches or anything that might...
I don't want to discourage you, and certainly that is something you could look into, but unless you're a veteran, I've never heard of any charitable organization that pays for ongoing medical costs, except for hospice, of course.
Hospice?
Yes, there are a number of charities that support end-of-life care.
Nobody will pay for me to keep talking, but they will pay for me to shut up.
That's a way of looking at it, I suppose. What kind of surgery?
Does it matter?
So we're looking at So we're looking at 6 to 9 months.
You're joking, right?
A few patients with myelodysplasia live for as long as a year, but the majority don't have that long. I'm sorry.
But I feel fine.
That's to be expected. Except for some weight loss, there are very few symptoms. You're likely to continue in good health
Until I drop dead?
I know this is difficult to hear.
I don't have insurance.
What? Why didn't you say anything before we took all the tests?
Would you not have run them?
We don't take as many, no.
That hardly seems fair.
We try to be thorough.
I had insurance through my employer, but I'm not working there any longer.
What about Cobra?
It's $600 a month.
You're going to need medical care.
You just said I'll be fine until I drop dead.
Leia, you're going to need insurance.
I tried. Okay, I got onto the exchange website, but my password wouldn't work, and then it wouldn't let me back on, and then so I got an email from Blue Cross Blue Shield. So I got on their website, and I filled out a thing, but I never heard back. And I don't know, maybe it's the ADD, but it's just, I cannot figure it out. It is just too much.
Have you been taking your Adderall?
I'm out. Look, there has to be something, some experimental treatment in Switzerland or Mexico. I just saw this movie. This guy had 30 days to live, but he went to Mexico and there was a clinic.
Cure. Not for this.
Please.
In a small percent of cases, if a very specifically matched bone marrow donor is found, a parent or a sibling, we can try surgery. But the odds are against a successful transplant.
My parents are gone.
Any siblings?
Just me.
I can put you on a transplant list, but I must impress upon you, it's unlikely we will find a donor. Your genetic pattern is shared by 1,000 to 1% of the general population. Even then, surgery is successful in perhaps 1/10 of cases.
That's 1 in a million.
Should I put you on the list?
I can't pay for surgery.
Find insurance. I'll write you a new Adderall script.
Is it expensive? I don't suppose you have any free samples.
It's a controlled substance.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
How are you, Leah?
Really great.
Yes.
Great, totally fantastic.
I was surprised when you called.
Well, I found this book when I was moving, and I remembered that Jim said it was his only copy and out of print, and I had never returned it. I have a policy. I don't borrow books from people because I never return them. I find them years later in the back seat of my car. But he thought I would like this, so I made an exception. Better late than never.
I'll see if he's ready for you.
Thanks.
Leah's here, sir.
Oh, wonderful. Send her in.
You can go on in.
Thanks.
Leah, so nice to see you. Please, have a seat.
I brought your book.
Oh, thank you. Did you like it?
I did.
So, have you been keeping yourself busy?
Yes. Very busy. I am focused on my artistic career. Some new videos.
Of course. Are you still painting? More of the old masters?
I've gone in a new direction.
The Mona Lisa.
I didn't know you had seen that.
It's clever.
Why didn't you give me a raise when I asked?
Leah, it's as I told you. It would have sent the wrong message.
The wrong message to who? Whom?
I paid you as much as I could.
With all due respect, sir, I think that's bullshit.
What you have never grasped, Leah, is that in an environment such as ours, perception is reality.
That doesn't even make sense.
Your YouTube channel,
What about it?
getting Leah'd,
It's a show about women's issues.
it's inappropriate.
It's supposed to be tongue-in-cheek.
Call it an error in judgment, then. You must realize the stakeholders have opinions.
And their opinions supersede my right to free speech.
Did you like the book?
I loved it.
I thought you would. You look like you... are you hungry? I was just about to send Sharon out for sushi.
I'm fine.
My treat.
I'm not hungry, thank you. Actually, I should probably get going.
It was very nice of you to stop by. Things haven't been the same since you'd left.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry it didn't work out.
It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you, Leela.
It's Leia. You know, like Princess Leia? My parents were huge Star Wars fans.
Got it, Leia.
There are worse token females to be named after. I mean, Leia does strangle Jabba, so she does have some agency, even if she does it in the gold bikini. And Carrie Fisher turned out to be a successful writer when she kicked their coat habit. You know who it would be cool to be named after? Is Ripley from Alien.
I think Leia suits you.
Yeah, but talk about agency. Ripley is making decisions and taking charge right and left. And interestingly enough, the character was originally written as a man by Carrie Fisher. Not really.
Let's see what kind of insurance we can get for you.
It's nice to... Oh, Jesus, you have no idea how hard I've been trying to get this done. Even just knowing where to start. Do you have any idea how humbling it is to walk into the Medicaid office and say you're unemployed? I couldn't even get unemployed out of my mouth. I said I was between jobs.
I guess you didn't qualify for Medicaid?
I don't actually know. The girl hardly looked at me. She just gave me a form to fill out, and it was really long, and it asked about kids, which I don't have, so I thought maybe I don't even qualify, and I didn't want to waste my time, but I was embarrassed to ask the girl because I felt, I don't know.
Less than human.
Yes. And I'm not accustomed to asking for things if I'm not sure I can get them. Lately, I keep asking, and I keep getting told no, and it's getting awfully hard to keep asking.
I don't suppose you're pregnant.
Oh, God, no.
I hear you. You're not blind, disabled, not elderly. So no, unfortunately, you don't meet the qualifications.
Being poor isn't a qualification?
Not in Missouri. Have you found a job yet? What's your field?
Finance. Not a great market at the moment. I'm painting pumpkins for a garden store. I am golden until Halloween. Well, maybe not golden. Aluminum? What's the cheapest metal? I'm plastic.
Well, what's your monthly income?
It's about 1,000. I could only find part-time.
Well, I got good news and I got bad news. The bad news is you don't make enough to qualify for a subsidy.
I can't get insurance?
Well, there's catastrophic insurance for $420
Per year?
per month.
Leaving me $580 to live on for an entire month.
Maybe a second job, even if it's not in your field.
Nobody's hiring. I mean, nobody.
What about food stamps?
Do they make rent stamps?
I think they're hiring at break time.
So you gave me the bad news. What's the good news?
You don't have to pay a tax penalty next year.
Well, hooray. All of my problems are solved. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You know, we're still trying to convince the legislature to expand Medicaid. I would recommend you write a letter to Kurt Schaefer. He's the senator who's holding it up.
Hang on, it's one person? One stupid man is standing between me and my health insurance?
It's fucked up.
Patriarchy.
Patriarchy. Do you know anyone with insurance you could marry?
People do that?
Which is why I never, absolutely didn't recommend it to you.
Absolutely never crossed my mind, and I will absolutely remember that you did not absolutely suggest it. Thank you.
Good luck, honey.
And so it's this dichotomy.
And so it's this dichotomy, this inequality, and yet again we find the notion of privilege embedded deeply within the culture. Marry me?
Sorry.
Nothing, I'm just kidding. But have you given any thought to being exclusive?
I like you, Leia, and I like where this is going, but I just don't want to rush things.
Huh.
Don't feel bad, Lele. I really do like you, but can we just keep it organic? I mean, there's no hurry, right?
Right, exactly.
Once you start to speak, people will yell at you. They will interrupt you, put you down, suggest it's personal. We have been socialized to respect fear more than our own need for language. But our silences will not protect us. Our speaking out will irritate some people, get us called bitchy, hypersensitive, disrupt some dinner parties. Then our speaking out will permit other women to speak out until laws are changed and lives are saved and the world is altered forever. What are the words you do not still have? What are the tyrannies that you swallow day by day by day and attempt to make them your own until you will sicken and die of them? Still in violence.
Which pump? Which pump?
None. I mean, no gas. Can I have...
It's $1.06.
Actually, I'd like an application, please. For the job, the sign says
It's filled.
Already? But I was here a couple of days ago and the sign wasn't up. It's new.
Sorry.
Do you know of anybody else who is hiring?
You're gonna buy that gum.
Nope.
And that, my friends,
And that, my friends, is reason number 438,000 for how the man remains in power. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share with your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Getting Laid.
I thought your phone was disconnected. We're gonna have to reshoot the tag.
Sorry.
Answer it, maybe it's Hollywood calling. Hey, have you lost weight?
Hello?
Hello, Leia. It's Dr. Bennett. How are you feeling?
Oh, you know, chugging along.
Is this a good time?
It's okay.
I'm surprised I didn't hear from you earlier. Did you get my messages? We found a donor.
Right, I know. Great news.
You can call Missy and schedule the surgery.
Yes, it's just I still haven't managed to get... I mean, I'm trying to decide if I should ask...
Leia, are you there?
Can I have some more time?